Hello. I'm going to show you how to use backpacks in Last Caretaker. Please like this video if it helps you out. So in this game, there's a few backpacks you can get. One of them is going to be for electricity, which is the blue ones. Maxes out at the Oni Mega Cell, and the red ones, which maxes out at the Oni Petra Max, are for petrol. Surprising, I know. But the question is, how do you actually use the things? I have the flamethrower and the Petra Max here. I'm going to equip them and show you how to use them. So I have the Petromax. That is actually going to get dragged down into this equipment slot right here. Flamethrower obviously goes into the long gun slot right there in the holster. Now, once we have those equipped, we want to make sure that we have fuel cable, which we do. You're not going to need much. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. I'm going to show you two of them. I think it might be the only two ways to do it, but this is easy to mess up if you're not paying attention to the prompts. I don't want to say it's complicated, but in the heat of the moment, it can kind of be a pain to set up. All right, method number one. If we look down, notice how some prompts come up and we got Connect Oni Petromax. We're going to do that. We're going to hit V. Now we have a fuel cable that's floating here that is actually connected to the backpack that we can't really see because obviously we can't look at our back. So we have another prompt there that says Connect Flamethrower. We're going to hit V. Now if I pull out my flamethrower, you can't really see it, but I'm connected to the flamethrower. If we want to see it though, you're going to hit G, which is going to inspect your weapon. You're going to hold it out like you're looking at it. And we can see we have a cable here. It's running from our backpack into our flamethrower. Now we can see I got prompts up here. I can either grab the cable from the Petromax or the cable from the flamethrower if I want to disconnect one of them. I'm actually going to go up to my petrol tanks real quick. If I actually wanted to fill up my backpack, I'm going to disconnect the cable from the flamethrower. So I'm going to grab the cable that's on the flamethrower and hit V. Now I'm still connected to the backpack. So I'm going to connect to the petrol tank at that point. Notice how I'm filling up. Notice how I'm filling up my backpack. Okay. Once it's done, I'm going to hit E to disconnect it. I have the end that's not connected to the backpack. I can hit V, connect it to the flamethrower. Look at my flamethrower with G, and there is my cable attached. Now the other way you connect this. You can pull out your flamethrower, hit G to look at it. We're going to have this empty slot here. It's going to say connect flamethrower, hit E. The flamethrower is actually holstered right now so we can hold this cable. So it is connected to the flamethrower. It's going to say connect Oni Max, hit F. So we're going to do that. Now we have the gun again. And if we look with G, we're attached to everything. It helps to pay close attention to what the prompts are saying right there. For the electric weapon, if you're going to try to connect the electric weapon, I wouldn't necessarily do it this way in the current version of the game because it's kind of buggy. If you go down here, it's really difficult to get the prompt to show up. You can see it flash up there, but you got to be just right to get to where you can connect the cable. This is where it gets a little bit buggy though, because if you do the first method I showed you earlier and you look down, okay, so we connect the Oni Mega Cell, right? Notice how there's no option here to connect anything to the electric rifle, because for some reason that option doesn't pop up. Maybe because there's not enough letters for it. We can connect it to the pistol, but we can't connect it to the rifle. So if I actually go into my inventory and I remove the pistol, now I can connect it to the rifle. And if we look at the weapon, we can see that the cable is connected. But that is what the backpacks do and how to use the backpacks in The Last Caretaker.